a young man who sat in those same classrooms and took the same classes you did just a few years ago. Since graduating, he has started his own successful podcast, become an amazing motivational speaker, and most recently started his own coffee company. He's inspirational in every way, and we are lucky to have him here to speak to all of you today. Please welcome to the podium our distinguished guest, Anthony Minaya.
This means a lot to me. I got goosebumps right now. We all influence the future with each decision that we make. That means every move you made, the classrooms, studying in the classroom, doing the homeworks, late nights, early mornings, sitting next to the right person. That's it. All of that has led you to this point when you say you're graduating high school, so congratulations to yourself. Check this, with every end, there's a new beginning. And now you're in the new. Now, right now, you are in the new. The question is, what's the next move? A little bit about myself. I'm a CEO, entrepreneur, philosopher, social media influencer, if you want to say that, podcaster, but more importantly, I am you. That building, I walked through the same hallways, sat in the same seats, saw the same teachers, same staff, similar faces. I'm here. The question is, what did I do in the last 10 years? What did I do? And I focused on becoming the best version of myself, which allowed me to stand up here to tell you, yo, there's a couple of things, I got you guys. There's a couple of things to focus on as you move forward, this transition phase you're in. But the transition phase doesn't happen in 6 months. Doesn't happen next year, doesn't happen tomorrow, it happens right now. Right now, the transition phase happens. The question is, again, what's the next move? A couple of things to focus on. Number one, look to understand who you actually are. Look to understand who you actually are, your passions, what you're interested in. If there's anxiety, problems in the mind that you don't understand, you gotta understand that. Problems in the mind, depression. If you're shaking like I am right now, you're a bit nervous, right? You're like this. Don't label yourself, I have anxiety, study it. What does it mean when I have anxiety? Why do I shake my hand like this when I think about the future? There's something to think about, right? Because if you don't understand who you are, what's gonna happen is the world's gonna try to pull you in multiple directions. Everybody's gonna tell you what's good, bad, right, or wrong. Everybody's gonna tell you what you should do, the moves you should make. And if you listen, because you don't understand who you are, you're gonna live a life that everybody wants you to live. Everybody's gonna tell you, yo, do this, go this direction, go that direction. And now you're gonna be in conflict with yourself. This is what I really wanna do, but everybody's telling me to do this. This is the direction I wanna go, but I didn't take the chance and bet on myself, so I decided to listen what everybody else told me to do. So, understand who you are, what's your passion, what's your purpose. You create that, and go all in on that. The second thing is learn, educate yourself. Don't wait for the job to call you, don't wait for the college to call you. Learn, what's your topic that you want to dive into? What's the new technologies that came out that you can dive into and learn, you know, how to provide value to this world through those new technologies, right? A lot of people don't understand this generation because they're like, they care about this, they care about that. But there's a lot of things right now that you guys know that a lot of these adults, right, those of you 20 years older that don't understand. Yo, what are you doing on those little TikToks? Yo, what are you doing creating those little dance moves while you're probably building your brand, trying to develop an audience, right? So playing the video games, and there's people who play the video games to escape their problems, but there's other people playing the video games trying to stream, trying to make some extra money. Who's doing that here? Who's playing the video? Okay, look, that one person right there. Everybody will say, don't do that. Go to college, don't do that. Don't follow your passion. What is that? While you in there developing an audience and streaming, I see you. Point being is learn the new education, learn the new technology. The third thing is meet a lot of people. If you don't know, I'm talking to the person who was just like me, sitting in these seats, a bit slouched, It's like, man, I don't know what I'm doing myself. However, I wish somebody came on stage and told me, yo, meet a lot of people. Meet a lot of people, network. And at the same time, some of you need to cut some of the people you're hanging out with. To be honest, some of the people you're hanging out with not making any moves. Some of the people you're hanging out with are actually keeping you back. Because they don't know what they want to do with themselves. So they're holding you back, because misery loves company. So let's make sure that we take control of this and make sure that, hey, you know what, let's put ourselves in the right environments and connect with the right people, because you don't know who's going to be your boss. You don't know who's going to be your next business partner. But at least you have that network of people that you can tap into when it's time. So the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with this. Again, we influence the future with each decision that we make. And we have full control over how we respond to whatever comes our way. So take responsibility. Wish you all the best. Thank you.